Hello AV members, I'm just doing this video now to in sort of reply to sort of a few comments on a post I put up regarding Daniel DJS LSB vapes on his report of the Sigelei 213/155 where the TC is not working. I love the Sigelei 213 and even with its price tag I just used it in wattage mode. And since coming across Daniel's video, I've done a few little tests myself, and I'm getting the same results as Daniel, even on the firmware version that I've got. Now if I take the batteries out and then press the fire button, close the battery cover door, I've got version 1.9 on mine. Of my Sigelei 213, whereas on Daniel's he had 1.07, and I think I've seen I think Chris Leonard of AV and also Approved Vapors Videos also has the Sigelei 213 and he's on 1.08, so there are a few firmware versions around of this chip, and obviously Daniel made everybody aware on the board that it's not firmware updatable in the future, because the chip, the soldering on the board finishes, so that's another downer really. But for me, I love the device, I love the feel of it. Question is it worth the money without the TC now? Very, very questionable. More of a £50 device really, rather than an £80 or £90 device, what it's been going for without the TC in there. Now I have tried I've got my Raphael here. This is a build I've got ready with a nickel on it. Well, this is a stainless steel. Now I use my Raphael at a particular setting, so what we'll do is I'll zero it out by just coming up check atomizer, then I'll choose stainless steel mode 1, 2, 3 from .316 Fahrenheit. Now I use my Raphael at around about 480 Fahrenheit to 500 Fahrenheit on when I've with the 0.5 ohm stainless steel coils. I always have done. Now let's just do the resistance lock. Sorry about this, guys. So we'll read it first. So we're reading it, and it's 0.506, so it's showing up as a 0.5 ohm coil, which is correct. So it's reading pretty well. So what we'll do now is we'll lock it in, and then we'll scroll across. We'll scroll across to there, lock it in. Hold to lock shows up, but it doesn't do anything. It's just, I think it's just the nature of the board. It says hold to lock. I don't know why it comes up with that. So it's just a case of just pressing the corresponding lock. So that's locked in now. What would help is if, I mean the screen's got a lot of information on, but what would help is if a lock symbol came on, similar to it does on the Joytech devices where it's locked in. But that's locked in now. No, that's 0.5 ohm, and I'm going to set it to in Fahrenheit to 480 degrees Fahrenheit. I've got preheat. I'm going to set preheat at 40 watts. That's 40 watts for 1 second. There we are. 40 watts, 1 second. Now that's 480 degrees Fahrenheit and 316 SS316. If you can see that there. Now the vape is not very good at all, to be honest, from this coil. So my buddy Raphael's been standing there. reducing the base of it. So, right, this is it. Nothing. £480 Fahrenheit, 0.5 ohm, locked in. Absolutely jack shit really, vapor wise. Nothing, as you can see. Switch it to power mode. 1, 2, 3. Power mode, 54 watts. Fantastic. So on stainless steel, for me with the Raphael, it seems to be holding back an awful lot with that Raphael. Now let's just put that down. Now we'll go on to the nickel coil I've got here that I've built for this. I've just put a single coil in an RDA. This is the base of a Ivogo, just an old one I've got lying around. And this build is a 3mm diameter, 12 wrap, comes out at 0.15 ohms. So we'll screw it on. What we'll do first is I'll zero it all out and I'll choose 1, 2, 3 the nickel setting. Nickel 200, fire button, Fahrenheit. So I'm going to come down call to 270 degrees Fahrenheit. It's all zeroed out. Check out my zeroed out. So what we'll do now is also we'll unlock the resistance from what we had before. Then we'll attach. We will attach. Then we're gonna lock in. I'll try and do it upside down. Sorry guys. There we go. Right, we're gonna read it. 0.141. It's read at. So it's showing 0.14 ohms on there. Then we're going to lock it in. Lock. There you go. Right. So effectively, it's the chip saying it's locked in. So it's 0.14 ohms, 275 degrees Fahrenheit, Ni 200. Now I'm going to put some cotton in. Just a bit of cotton. Take the top bottom off. So we're going to put some cotton in. And we're going to fire it. Let's do it here instead. Straight away. And just doesn't work at all. Just doesn't work. The preheat for that was on 40 watts. Now with the temperature control, the preheat shouldn't really make a difference. As soon as you reach 275 degrees Fahrenheit, it shouldn't make a difference to me. The chip's just not. They try to make the preheat for powered mode works. I think it works really good in power mode, but let's just take the preheat off altogether, all the way down to nothing. I don't know where you can go actually. You can only go down to 10 watts for preheat anyway. So now I'll change it to 0.01 second. So it's going to get virtually nothing. So we'll cotton again, because the last one flamed up. I've done everything correctly towards the what the chip's asking me. I've zeroed everything out. I've locked the resistance in at 0.15 ohms. I'll shove some more cotton in. I've taken the preheat right down now, so there's no preheat at all. So what we'll do now is we'll fire it. Still show you 0.14 ohms, 270 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 watts of preheat it's saying. So nothing. Press again. Nothing. Press again. Nothing. Press again. We're starting to get smoke now after the fourth press of the fire button, because it's not firing from, there you go, look, it's not firing from the base resistance that we're supposed to have locked in at 0.14. Every time you press the fire button, it's firing from the resistance that it was previous to from when you fire it, from when it was previously fired, the end of the previous fire. So as the resistance changes, the heat changes, the coefficient of everything changes on there. So it's not firing from its base resistance because it's not locking the resistance in. That's the same on the NI mode, and it seems to be the same on the I'm getting nothing from the Raphael at all in 316 stainless mode. So I think it's the whole TC wires, the whole TCR, everything is all to bollocks on this mod. The only thing I just like the form factor. I like the fact that Daniel showed that it was carbon rather than a wrap, or it seemed to be carbon. I just love the form factor for a dual mod, and I love I use it in power mode only anyway, but for people buying this, it's a misconception from Sigelei, and that's just TC just doesn't work for me. I've seen a lot better TC devices around for a lot less money, like the RX 200S. I mean, I've got a DNA 133 VT133, but that's proven to work, the TC mode on that. But like the cuboids, the Joytech Wisemet products, the Smock, the new HPriv, the X-Cube, that still does temperature control very well. So yeah, for this kind of money you would expect the temperature control to be working, and it's not. It's just not working correctly at all. So thanks for watching this, guys. I thought I'd just give you my sort of overview of what I've been doing with the TC and testing it with regards to testing it on an NI200 coil. It's just not it's not firing from the base resistance like it should, and that's what's causing the temperature control to be off. So thanks again, guys. See you later.